guys, Matt here. This week's video is going to be a little bit shorter, but what we're doing is I'm sending in another 25 books for another 9.8 CGC pre-screen, and I figured I'd just show you guys some of the books and we could talk about why I'm submitting them very briefly. So not a long video on this particular one, but nonetheless, still think it is important. Guys, if you don't and you haven't already, please like and subscribe and click that bell icon. I do content, at least I try and do content every week, and hopefully it helps some of you guys just to kind of see what the market may be doing, what I'm submitting, and some suggestions and things along the way as a collector in the hobby. So let's get right to it. First up, we've got Star Wars The High Republic #7. This is the second printing, and just so you can see this particular cover. So this one is the first appearance of Orla, I think it's Jirani or something like that. She's a Jedi Knight, as well as Darth Krall. This second printing is picked up. There's going to be talks as to who may be in this Star Wars High Republic series that may be making its way over to Disney Plus. So we have three different copies of this second printing. And we're going to see the first printing is a really nice one too, where she's on the cover with lightsabers. This one may have a little bit more meaning later on, given her path from maybe a Jedi Knight to possibly the dark side. But this particular one is a nice copy, and we're submitting 3. Next one up, Invincible Iron Man #1. This is the first cover appearance of Riri Williams as Ironheart in costume. And this is kind of a little bit of a debate. There's also #3, where I think it's the first in-story appearance of her in the armor, but this is the first cover appearance. So this book was really hot for a little while. I think it's died down a little bit, but I do think that when we get closer to the series, it will pick up. I've already submitted, I've hit one. I've hit this actually twice, so we're going to submit this copy as well and see how we do. This is just a cool cover play. This is Spider-Gwen #25. This is the second printing. You can tell it's denoted on the cover. And this is the second appearance of Gwenom. Gwen Stacy as Venom, gives us Gwenom. More Star Wars. War of the Bounty Hunters, Jabba the Hutt. This is the Devil Pop. This is a second printing design variant. There has been talks again about her getting involved into it. People seem to really like her as a bounty hunter and character. Right now, there's a lot of talks on what they're going to do with some of these different bounty hunters. You'll see another spec one that we've got a little bit down the road, but we're going to submit not 1, but 2 copies and see how we do on this particular one. Next one up, an oldie, DC Sampler #3. Why am I submitting this one? What's it worth? What's the value on this one? The spec on this one, this is the preview of John Constantine in comics. So before his first full appearance, there was a preview. This is the DC preview, DC Sampler #3. And this is a nice copy, and we're going to send it in and take a shot and see how we do on that one. Next one, we got Star Wars #16, another bounty hunter book. This is the first appearance of the Hunter. Like I said, there's a lot of different spec right now that's out there as far as what bounty hunter is going to be involved, what aren't. We've already seen Black Chrysanthemum. And obviously there's been talks that there may be more, especially in the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series coming out in the next couple months. Next one, Amazing Spider-Man #5. This is the second appearance and first cover right up here of Silk. So definitely a nice book. #4 is obviously the big one, which we did submit that in a 9.8 and get that one back. But this one is #5 is still a valuable book. Even if it's a second appearance, it's still a first cover, and I still think this book has some legs to move. If you don't know this book, you should really do and get a chance to know it. Venom, number 3 from the Donny Cates run. This is the first appearance of Null. Guys, I truly think he's coming, whether it's later down the road or not. He's too big bad of a villain. We know we're going to see the Necro Sword in Thor, Love and Thunder. So here is a nice first print that we're going to submit and see if we can hit a 9.8 for the future. This one, don't mind the cover on this one and all. This is just the particular board it's in and bag. But beautiful, beautiful Raph Grassetti, Venom number 1. This is the first appearance of Meridius. And I think I guess they consider this the cameo of Bedlam in the new Venom series that's out. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. Next one, Captain Carter, the What If animation variant. So this one is the 1 in 25. This is a very cool looking book, and what they're going to do, or what we believe they're going to do, is bring in Captain Carter into the universe, into the MCU, to kind of give you that multiverse effect. This is a gorgeous 1 in 25 cover. We've already seen her and the Hydra Stomper in the What If series. So, here's to hoping that they're going to bring her now. And this is her first appearance, so to speak, in the Marvel continuity in this animation variant. And this is a distressed looking variant. Very, very nice one. Strange Academy, number 16. This is the Character Spotlight variant edition. And this particular one, what it is cover A is very hot right now, which is the first appearance of Howie, which is like the lycanthrope and such that they've just introduced, which has really started to pick up steam. He had a cameo, I believe it was in Strange Academy number 2 or 3. But cover A needs a press. Cover B, which is the Character Spotlight, looks really good. So we're going to submit this one in, and I'm eventually going to press and submit the cover A. But this is a nice Character Spotlight one. All right. This one just came back as a dud. I looked at it. I think it's pretty good. I'm going to try it again. You guys, if you've watched the channel and followed, I'm a big proponent of, if you don't succeed, try again. And I have done it countless times. If you've watched the videos and submitted the same comic, nothing different, just depends on the grader and the day, and hit. Again, another beautiful copy of Spider-Man, J. Scott Campbell 606. Same thing with this one. I did wipe it down. This one was a previous reject. This is Radiant Black. This is the Gil Montes helmet cover. This is the foil one. This is limited to, I believe, about 350. I hit another one that was limited to 5. I looked at this book. There was some little fingerprinting and all. They didn't tell me whether that was it, but I did wipe this whole thing down. Other than that, this thing really looks good. So we're going to take another crack. This one, no pressing, no nothing. It got submitted, rejected, wiped it down. We're sending it back. Let's see how we do. This is a good test. I like to do that, and I like to show you guys so you can see before it goes right back. Something is killing the children. I don't know if you're going to see this. I'm going to try and get the reflection out so you can. ASM, this is the Ash Can. Beautiful, beautiful one. This is just right now, a very expensive book. I think this book is going raw somewhere between 100 and maybe 125. Some different ones this month. So Guardians of the Galaxy. This is number 5. This is the first full appearance of Angela in MCU. We've seen the other ones where she's got the Angela series. We've seen the Spawn ones that she's in, which are really her first appearance in comics. This is her first full in the MCU and Marvel Universe after they acquired the rights to Angela. This is the Midtown Comics variant. I picked up a number of copies of this for $3-4. Since we got into the Spider-Verse coming up, we've got Superior Spider-Man number 32. And what this is a plethora of Spider-Men, I should say. It's a whole team appearance of different Spider Army people all across the universe. So, we don't know what we're going to see yet for sure into the Spider-Verse 2. So I'm going to go on a limb and go out and try and get this one in a 9.8 and see if this one pans out with multiple Spider-Man appearances. So Superior Spider-Man number 32 going in. Since we're talking about that Into the Spider-Verse, we've got Spider-Gwen number 1. This is her first solo. What we've seen in the past is anytime there's introductions to characters, we've been seeing the value of their first solos go up. Same thing right now with America Chavez and Riri Williams and all. So Spider-Gwen's coming at some point, from animated, I believe, to live action. And when she does, this book will go up even more. I think 9.8s in this book are somewhere between 150 and 200 already. Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, number 1. Big one with this one. This is a 2017 series one. This has the first appearance of Teresa Parker, Peter's sister, in a standard comic. And so I don't know if there's ever going to be a Teresa Parker, but now with the multiverse in play, it makes you look at comics and potential series a little bit differently. So, whether they ever want to do one where there is a Teresa Parker, maybe we will see that. So this book is going in and we're going to hedge our bets that there may be something later on. This book is really affordable. I believe you can get this book under $10, so potential something for you to look out for if you can find it and you see it in a dollar bin or such, maybe one to grab. Darth Vader, number 1. Now, if you guys have lived under a rock, you're probably not going to know what Darth Vader number 1 in this particular series is. So let me kind of tell you, because when you see this cover, most people probably are not aware of what this cover is from. This is the first appearance of Black Chrysanthemum. Everyone is used to seeing the one with Darth Vader, with his saber on the front, the Alex Ross cover. I submitted that, the 1 in 50, and then cover A and all. This is the Midtown Comics variant. This book went under the radar for a long time. You could probably pick this book up. It used to be for about $15 bucks, on this one. So this is a Black Chrysanthemum first appearance. I'm going to submit this one. Hopefully I can hit, and will hopefully then pay for the entire submission with some of what these books are going for right now, because I do have the 1 in 50 Ross cover already in a 9.8. So we're going to submit this one and see how we do. But keep an eye out for these variant covers because they go under the radar. People don't realize that this is the first appearance of Black Chrysanthemum. Okay, so turning back, this is War of the Bounty Hunters. This is Alpha. This is number 1. This is the David Nakayama Virgin cover. This, I believe, was very limited. I think it was 500 or 1,000 copies. There were some that were being autographed that he would actually initial and number on the cover, but this one is just the Virgin cover. Really nice. I think this was a Reed Pop. I know it was a convention exclusive. Again, try until you succeed. Moon Knight 188. This is another copy. This is the McCone variant. This is the first appearance of the Sun King. He obviously doesn't look to be appearing in this particular Moon Knight series, but it doesn't mean that he may not show up later down the road or in some way, shape, or form in the MCU. Gorgeous book. I submitted this book before. Nothing wrong with this book. They made a comment that the staple is recessed. That was it. Staple recessed. So here we go, guys. Nothing changed. Rebagged, reboarded, and submitting it again. Let's see how we do. Always like to show you guys this because I do it time and time again where I submit a book, gets rejected. Most people say, oh no, I'm just not going to submit it again, or I'm not going to grade it. I submit it again and I hit a 9.8. Happens all the time, guys. Grading is subjective. So here we go, submitting Moon Knight 188. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we hit this time around. And the last one is a brand new one with a brand new series. This is Punisher number 1. This is the Jen Bartel 1 in 50 variant. I just love her work. So this is a really cool series. This is Punisher is like working for like the Hand, different whole emblem and logo. There's talks about Punisher 3 and seeing him, you know, as his origin and as a kid coming up. This is #1 of the series. Beautiful cover. So it may be a series you want to look into, and where there may be in the next couple issues some key books of Castle, Frank Castle, you know, basically from his childhood that we may see. But this gorgeous 1 in 50 is going in. And that's it, guys. Quick and simple. 25 books, 9/8 pre-screen. Hopefully we will do well. They've been quick turnaround time, so we'll see how these end up doing. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out. Once again, please like and subscribe. It really does help the channel. I try and answer all the comments, so please feel free to leave one below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.